and welcome again. Welcome to class 282. And I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm going to continue with column number 1 on page 170 because I simply want to continue with regular verbs in the past tense, well, in the present past and in the present perfect, in the participle form. All right, moved. I've lived in many different houses. When I was 2.5 years old, my family moved from Texas to New York. When I was 3.5, my family moved back to Texas, to Houston, and my father rented a house, and we lived in that house for 1 year, and then we moved to a house that my father bought. So the family bought a house, and we moved to Cloverdale Street. I lived in that house for 4 years. And then the family moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is located just north of Texas. To reach Oklahoma, you have to cross the Red River, like John Wayne and Montgomery Clift. But in any case, they were not, I didn't see them when we crossed. And so we crossed the Red River and we moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we lived in a motel for 1 month. And then we moved to a rented house. My father rented a house and we moved to that house. And we lived in that house. We lived in that house for 2 years. And then my father bought a house and we moved to it, 2 kilometers away. And I lived in that house for 7 years. And then I personally moved to Dallas, Texas, because I started the university. So I moved to Dallas. My parents didn't move. My parents stayed in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I moved to Dallas. And then I stayed in Dallas for 2 years. And then I came here. I moved to Madrid, yes. And I lived on Rosales Street for 5 months. And then I moved to Calle de los Astros in the Barrio de la Estrella in Madrid. And I lived there for 1 month. And then I moved to Dr. Izquierdo to live with a Colombian family near Conde de Casal. And then I moved back. Then I went back to Texas, but I moved from Dallas to Austin. And I lived in an efficiency apartment, a studio, se dice aquí departamento studio, in Austin to finish my degree. And in the second semester, I moved to another apartment, and I shared the apartment with a friend. And then I moved back, moved, me trasladé, me mudé. I moved back to Madrid, etc. And I could continue, but we don't have time. Moved, lived, listened to. When I was learning French, I listened to tapes, cintas de cassette. I listened to tapes for hours while I was reading the newspaper. Every Saturday and Sunday, I bought a Spanish newspaper. And I went home and sat down with the newspaper. I put on earplugs, or headphones. Headphones, earplugs, or earplugs. I don't know how to say it. And I read the Spanish newspaper, and the French was flowing into my ear. So I wasn't really, I didn't listen to the French. I was hearing, oía el francés, no lo escuchaba. I was hearing the French. I wasn't necessarily listening to it because I was reading the newspaper, reading articles, or reading a book. I spent probably 300 or 400 hours hearing French, and it helped enormously. It helped me a lot. Simply the sound caressing my ear. And I wasn't paying attention. Recuerda que la atención en inglés se paga, no se presta. I wasn't paying attention to the French. I was paying attention to what I was reading. I remember I read the biography of Lawrence of Arabia, with French coming, the entire biography, maybe 250 or 300 pages. Lawrence of Arabia, Lawrence de Arabia. Reading it in English, with French flowing into my ear. I remember that. Yes. Now when I think about Lawrence of Arabia, I think about the French language. They have a connection. All right, listened, joined. Yes. I have never joined a club. Well, yes. I joined the Cub Scouts. Los Cachorros de Boy Scouts. How old were you, Richard, when you joined the Cub Scouts? How old was I when I joined the Cub Scouts? I was 9. I was 9 years old when I joined the Cub Scouts. And how long did you stay with them? I stayed with them for about 4 months. I didn't like organizations. I'm very solitary, very lone. I'm a loner. And so I left when I was 9 years old or 10. So I didn't join the Boy Scouts. I didn't join the Eagle Scouts. But did you join the Navy? In the Navy. No, I didn't join the Navy. I've never joined the military. But do you belong to any clubs? No, I don't. I think I've never joined a single club. I joined a fraternity in the university for 1 year. I joined, which is a university club, social club. I joined, it's a fraternidad, it's a fraternity. I joined it, Kappa Alpha. I joined it for 1 year. But then I came to Spain. And when you came to Spain, did you join a club? No, I didn't join any club. To join is unirse a, ingresar en, o sea, hacerse socio de. Me hice socio de ese club is I joined that club. Ingresé en el ejército. I joined the army. Me uní a la causa. I joined the cause. To join. All right. What happened? What happened when? What happened yesterday? Nothing important happened yesterday. When was the last time something important happened in your life, Richard? Everything is important in my life. Everything that happens in my life is important because it's my life, right? It's my life and I'll do what I want. Yes. What happened? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Aquí no hay verbo auxiliar. What happened? Who came? Who did it? Who saw it? What happened? There was an explosion. Really? Yes, there was an explosion. Where did it happen? Entonces, ahora entra el verbo auxiliar porque ya tenemos identificado sujeto, en este caso, una explosión. Where did it happen? It happened in Nashville, Tennessee. When did it happen? It happened 2 days ago. All right. When did it happen? Followed. Yes. Follow. To follow and to lead. A leader leads and followers follow. A good leader creates good followers. All right. Now, when I was in kindergarten, and I was 5 years old, I followed the teacher's instructions. Kindergarten in my generation was designed to teach the children how to behave in a social environment, how to sit still, how to follow the teacher from the classroom to the lunchroom, how to obey, how to respect authority. So I followed the instructions. Yes. When you read the instructions, you need to follow the instructions. If you remember the other day, I told you about an exam and I didn't follow the instructions. Followed, gained. Yes. When I got married, I gained 5 kilos in 2 months. I was 26 when I got married. And when I got married, I probably weighed maybe 72 kilos. Within 3 months, I weighed 78 kilos. So I gained 5 five or 6 kilos in 2 or 3 months. I gained. The British many times say put on. I put on some weight. I gained some weight. Right now I'm losing a little bit. But it's very easy to gain weight. As you get older, it's very easy to gain weight, and it's more difficult to lose weight. To put on weight and to lose weight. To gain weight, to lose weight. To gain. Gained. Explained. You know, how many times have I explained the phonetic connectivity? I've explained it. Lo he explicado tantas veces. I've explained it so many times that you're probably tired of hearing me. Explained, enjoyed. Did you enjoy the class yesterday? I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it. Escucha la fonética. Did you enjoy it? ¿Te gustó? ¿Disfrutaste de ello o de ella la clase? Did you enjoy it? Yes, me, I enjoyed it. Enjoy it, enjoyed it. Ese sonido de D es lo que marca la diferencia entre pasado y presente, o presente y pasado. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And Richard, why did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it because I always enjoy my classes. I enjoy teaching. And why do you enjoy teaching? I don't know, because I enjoy everything. I enjoy life. It's an attitude question. I mean, teaching, anything is interesting. Anything is interesting. I enjoy doing anything. Cleaning this, you know, if Marta tells me to clean this microphone, well, I'll clean it. Yeah, I can clean this microphone. Why not? I don't know if it's dirty, but I can clean the microphone. And I enjoy cleaning it. Yeah, why not? Of course, if I have to clean 5,000 microphones every day, perhaps I would enjoy teaching more than cleaning microphones. But you can always find enjoyment in anything. Enjoyed. I enjoyed this class yesterday. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Earned. Hey, Richard, how much money did you earn in your first job in Spain? My first job in Spain, I earned 20,000 pesetas a month. That sounds like a lot, but it's not. The second job in the nuclear plant, I earned 30,000 euros a month, tax-free, under the table. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. That was in 1975. 1974. That was in 1974 and part of 1975. Yes. But at that time, people didn't pay taxes directly. Direct taxation didn't exist, at least for most people. All right. So I earned, los británicos dirían, I earned, más area americana aquí, earned. To earn is ganar trabajando, o sea, devengarse, el dinero que ganas con el sudor de la frente. You earn, you earn money. I work to earn money. It's true, I'm a mercenary. I work for money. I don't work because I enjoy work. I mean, I enjoy working, but if I don't earn any money, I probably won't work, or I'll work on very specific things for other reasons. All right. Earned. Died. Don't you remember? Isabella of Castile died in 1504. Miguel de Cervantes, I think, died in 1614. Ferdinand of Aragon died in 1516. Charles I died in 1558, I think. In 1558 in Yuste, in the monastery of Yuste, in Cáceres. Yes. Pancho Villa died on July 21st, 1923. He died on July 21st, 1923. Richard, how do you know he died on July 21st, 1923. Because my father was born on July 13th, 1923. And I remembered that Pancho Villa died 8 days after my father was born. Well, did your father know Pancho Villa? Well, no. Pancho Villa was a Mexican bandolero and revolutionary. He was a bandolero, a bandit and revolutionary in the Mexican Revolution. But he died 8 days after my father was born in 1923. And he died, I think, in Chihuahua or in Sonora. I don't remember. He died in the north of Mexico. He died. Cried. Did you cry when Pancho Villa died? No, I didn't cry when Pancho Villa died. Why not? Because I hadn't been born yet. I was born many years later, 28 or 30 years late. I was born 28 years later. Yes. Because I remember my father was 28 when I was born. So I was born 28 years after Pancho Villa died. Did I cry when he died? No, I didn't cry when he died. Did you cry when Kennedy died? No, I didn't cry when Kennedy died. Did you cry when Franco died? No, I didn't cry when Franco died. Did you cry when your father died? Yes, I cried when my father died, of course, in these things. So, covered. Did you cover every important point in this part of the book last year? Well, last year I finished around right here. And yes, I think I covered everything. I covered everything. I covered everything. I covered everything important. I have covered everything that's relevant. What's in this part of the book, it's interesting. The new things, most of the things in this part of the book are review, but they are much less important than this. Okay, covered and copied. Okay, ya está. We finished. Point 14. It's taken me 2 full classes to finish. Now, irregular verbs. Every day I find, yesterday I found. Did you find a gold coin yesterday? No, I didn't. Have you ever found a gold coin? No. Have you ever found money on the floor or on the ground? Yes, many times. Well, many times, maybe 10 times in my life I've looked at it and I've seen my son had, when he was a little boy, he had the bad habit of picking things up in the street. And my wife always said, Jack, don't pick things up in the street. Because he was always picking up sometimes dirty things. Well, one time, my wife and my son were standing at a pedestrian crossing. The British say zebra crossing, paso de zebra, waiting for the light to change. And my son bent down to pick up something. And my wife said, Jack, haven't I told you 1,000 times? He said, but Mommy, and it was a 5,000 peseta banknote. And my wife said, oh, good, Jack. So, in this particular case, okay, she didn't get angry because my son found 5,000 pesetas, which is a good amount of money, to find in the street. I remember another time I was walking in a department store in the United States, in a shopping mall. A shopping mall is un centro comercial interior. We say shopping mall. It says exterior shopping center. A shopping mall. And I was leaving the shopping mall, and the light coming in from the door, from the outside, I could see there was a $20, well, there was a bill or a banknote on the floor. And I was walking. And behind me, to my left, there was a mother and her daughter walking as well. But they were about 2 meters behind me and to my left. And I saw, and I picked it up, and it was $20. And the woman said, you got it first. And I turned to her and said, here, do you want it? She said, no, you found it first. And so I found $20 in a department store, in a shopping mall in Austin, Texas. Austin, I remember exactly. Barton Springs Shopping Mall. All right. So find, found, found. Yes. Fly, flew, flown. I fly every year. Well, usually I fly every year to the States. Last year I didn't fly to the States, but I flew to the States the year before. But I have never flown to Mongolia. I flew to China 3 times in 2015 and once in 2016. I flew to Beijing 3 times and I flew to Xiamen once. So, but I've never flown to Edinburgh. In the United Kingdom, I have flown to London many times. I've flown to Luton Airport, I've flown to Stansted Airport, I've flown to Heathrow, and I've flown to Gatwick. I've flown to Liverpool Airport, John Lennon Airport, twice. And I've flown to Manchester Airport once. But I've never flown to Glasgow. I've never flown to Bristol. I've never flown to Edinburgh. And in France, I have only flown to Paris. I have flown to Paris probably 15 times. Usually I have flown to Charles de Gaulle, but I have also flown to Orly quite a few times, especially at the beginning, before the construction of Charles de Gaulle. Now, Germany, I have flown to Munich once, and I've flown to Frankfurt twice, but I've never flown, and I've flown to Berlin once, but I've never flown to Hamburg, I've never flown to Hanover, and I've never flown to Stuttgart or to Dusseldorf or to Cologne. All right, to fly, flew, flown, forget. I forget things every day. Yesterday I forgot things. I have forgotten so many things in my life. I am terribly absent-minded. Despistado se dice absent, ausente, mente, o sea, mentado, mente. Right-handed, left-handed, open-minded, close-minded, narrow-minded, broad-minded, absent-minded. Yes. Despistado. Where am I? I'm absent-minded. I forget things easily. Yes, I forget things easily. I forgot the mask yesterday. Gotten. I got here this morning 10 minutes early. I didn't get here late. I got here 10 minutes early. Gave. I gave my wife a present for her birthday. Oh, what did you give her? I gave her a stapler. You gave her a stapler? Yeah, I gave her una grapadora. You gave your wife a stapler for her birthday. Why? Because the stapler she had was broken. Oh, yes, but come on. I mean, you could give your wife a stapler on any day, but not on her birthday. What did you give your wife when you decided to marry her? I gave her an engagement ring. Un anillo de pedida, right? Yes. Yeah, I gave her an engagement ring. Did you give her a diamond ring or a ruby or an emerald? No, I gave her a diamond ring. And how many times have you given somebody a diamond ring? Only once. But your girlfriend before, did you give her a diamond ring? No, I didn't give her a diamond ring. What did you give her? You're nosy today again. You're getting nosy. Nosy means cotilla. Fisgón. I gave her a very nice pendant, what you call colgante. All right, I gave her. Where did you go yesterday? Yesterday I didn't go anywhere. Well, I went for a walk. Oh, you went for a walk? Yeah. What time did you leave home? I left home at 7:25. When did you get back? I got back at 11. Wow. 7:25, so that's 3 hours and 35 minutes. Where did you go? I took a walk and I went to the gym. Wow, it's a long time. How far did you walk? I walked about 13 kilometers. Oh, not bad. Yeah, yes, it's a lot. Yeah. So that's what I did yesterday. I went for a walk. I didn't go anywhere. I just went to my normal route for a walk. To grow. How many centimeters did your granddaughters grow last month? They probably grew 1 or 2 centimeters last month. They're growing very fast. Children have that tendency, the tendency to grow. Yes, to grow. Is your English growing as fast as my daughters are growing, my granddaughters? If your English isn't growing, we need to do something important, starting in the next class.